It began as a peaceful morning in a small riverside village. Golden sunlight shimmered across calm waters. Birds sang softly, and farmers worked quietly, their hearts light, their world calm. But peace can vanish in a heartbeat. A sudden, piercing scream tore through the silence. A terrified calf cried from the riverbank, its voice echoing through the valley like a desperate plea for help. When the villagers turned toward the sound, their hearts froze. From the muddy reeds a shadow moved, thick, heavy, alive. A giant python, massive as a tree trunk, coiled tightly around the helpless calf, dragging it toward the dark, swirling current. The river that once gave them life had turned into a place of terror. The calf's cries grew weaker as the serpent's coils tightened, rippling with terrible strength. Without hesitation, the villagers dropped their tools and ran barefoot through the mud, shouting for help. Fear burned in their eyes, but so did courage. "Don't let it pull him in!" one shouted. A man grabbed a long bamboo pole while others followed, armed with ropes and sticks, faces pale but determined. The python thrashed violently, splashing waves of muddy water, its golden eyes burning with hunger. The first villager swung his pole. The bamboo cracked against the serpent's thick tail, but it didn't move. The python hissed, tightening its grip as the calf let out another desperate cry. The air filled with chaos, crashing water, shouting men, and bamboo striking scales. A young man rushed forward, tying a rope around the calf's neck. "Pull! Everyone pull!" he screamed. Dozens of hands grabbed the rope, feet digging into the slippery mud, muscles straining against the monster's strength. Suddenly, the python lunged, its jaws snapping open, teeth glinting like blades, striking toward the rescuer. The man fell backward into the river with a gasp as another villager leapt forward, striking again and again until the serpent recoiled in rage. The villagers roared together, their voices blending into one powerful cry of unity. With one last heave, they pulled the calf free and collapsed onto the muddy ground as the snake thrashed beside them. The calf trembled, gasping, but alive. But it wasn't over. The python's tail lashed again, wrapping around a man's leg. He screamed in pain as the villagers surged forward once more, striking desperately until finally the serpent loosened its grip and fell still. Silence settled over the riverbank, broken only by heavy breaths and the distant rumbling of thunder. The villagers stood together, soaked and trembling, staring at the giant creature lying motionless in the mud. Then the village elder stepped forward, his voice calm and steady. "Let it live," he said softly. "It only followed its nature." So they carried the python deep into the forest and released it far from their homes. The calf was reunited with its mother, who gently licked her baby's face, a quiet promise of safety and love. As the sun dipped below the trees, the river glowed golden again, washing away the chaos of the morning. That day, the villagers proved that true strength isn't born from anger, but from unity, compassion, and the courage to protect the helpless. And as the golden light faded, one truth remained. Sometimes the greatest battles aren't fought with weapons, but with heart. Because real heroes aren't those who destroy. They're the ones who choose to save. If stories of courage and compassion move your heart, stay with us. There are many more rescues and many more lives waiting to be saved. And if you believe in kindness and bravery, make sure to subscribe. Your support helps keep these stories alive.